Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show. Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review. I'm talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 9, Episode 2, that aired on Saturday, November 9th, 2024. It was some trifling stuff said. I'm just gonna start out the gate. Why not out the gate? Mel, you wrong. It's two left shoes about how you left things with Stormi. Now I ain't tripping about how you feel about Latricia. Cause like Mia from Real Housewives of Potomac, she be lying, and you good and grown, and what you got to lie for? You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie. Shout out to Friday. Listen. Okay, I didn't start. I didn't even say hello. Hello, everybody. How y'all doing? Child, we good and grown over here. We just want to start talking. Let's just start off with some real great greetings. I appreciate you coming through. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share. Now, I got about 820 more subscribers to go before this monetization start. Now, let me just double check on my subscriber count, because last time I checked, it was 820 necessary. So let's see how much it is now. Yep, still need 880, excuse me. 880 more. So come on through, 880. Come on through. This girls' trip was eye-opening in some ways, and just side-eyeing in other ways. Like, see, most of my life I stuck with the dudes, hung out with the dudes. It wasn't no hanky-panky. But it was just I trusted them because we had a mutual respect. And they say they jokes, or how dudes be growing up. They all dumb until they die. That's just, dudes are dumb until they pass on. But for the most part, you can tolerate them, because if you somebody like me, that's who you prefer in your company. Now, again, I love my ladies. Don't get me wrong. Now, I'm strictly dickly. Don't get it twisted. All I'm saying is I got love. I'm a girl's girl. I got love for my ladies. And I just don't see it here. It's a lot of butt kissing, boot licking. I ain't like it. And I'm not talking about Destiny. I don't think she's been playing herself, but she did say she saw that there could be a friendship there because of, she's probably just thinking about the past. But Destiny, if you listen and watching it, girl, just move on. If not already, just move the hell on, because I don't, like you said a couple of seasons ago, you don't want that friendship with her no more. You see her for who she is. She's choosing to live her life in this way, which is very disrespectful and pretty much cowardly, if you ask me. Because just like Latrice on Bell Collective, and yes, I do review that, so go ahead and catch those reviews. One just came up earlier today. It's just, you can say one thing in somebody's face, but when you in that confessional, you got all the courage, all the oomph, all the beating on your chest. You saying it with your chest when you in the confessionals. Semicolon, however, comma. It takes a real woman to say it in folks' faces. I'm just saying. But you know what? Let's get around into this interview, not interview, child, this review, because I got some things to say. So, Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 9, episode 2. Woo, child. So, Stormi left off with asking Mel for pretty much backup about these crazy millimeters, and Mel said, I ain't got to say nothing. Yes, you do. Because you sure enough amp them up to do harm to people. I've heard it with my own ears when I heard her say, now I said this on my last review. You can go ahead and watch it. I don't want to keep repeating it. I'm just going to allude to what I said before. But I've heard Mel say and gas up folks to go after YouTubers whom she was not fond of. So pretty much, again, somebody please explain to me. Please put in the comments, DM me, whatever. What did Stormi do to Melody Shari that would make Melody Shari act this way towards her? Now, if it's because of Stormi's mama, I can understand, because her mama came at her last year's reunion, and she's been on this, I guess, hate train against Melody Shari ever since season 1. Because if I'm not mistaken, I heard Miss Betty say, Miss Betty is Stormi's mama, that she ain't liked her from jump. So it is what it is. I mean, hey, people gonna do what people gonna do. People gonna say what people gonna say. But if it is about her mama, then say that. But I have yet to see or hear about what Stormi has done to Melody Shari that will make Melody Shari just leave Stormi out in the cold like that. And I'm always refer back to that Galentine party. What was that? Season 6, maybe? Shoot, the way Carlos and On be doing seasons with this show. I just know it was about 2.5, 3 years ago. And they had that Galentine's party. And Melody Shari called Tisha B.Y.T.C.H. And Tisha stood up. And then Melody stood up. And Stormi stood up with her. That's a friend. I'm sorry, but if my homegirl's about to, stomp, then I'm about to stomp too if I'm with her. I'm just saying. Somebody help me understand why Melody Shari is leaving Stormi out in the cold like that. Now, so Melody said, pretty much, no, you're on your own. In the confessional, Melody pretty much spoke when she should have said it at the table, that Stormi should have called. It was pretty much Stormi's fault for the whole situation. Talking about Stormi should have called 911, and Stormi is delusional. Now, that's one thing Mel did say about Stormi in front of the camera, in front of Kimmi and Tisha later on in the episode, that Stormi is delusional, and she don't believe that that Melody should pretty much address her people, but she should, because she should be concerned that her fandom, as saying it from her perspective, could be possibly doing damage to people's businesses or anything. That should be a given, because regardless of how Melody Shari feels about Stormi, Melody Shari should address her people and let them know, listen, I got word that possibly one of y'all or maybe more of y'all has been harassing people or whatever the case may be. If you are, stop, because that's not what we about. I said this, I think I said this in my previous review. It's real easy to just say, if you are, like that if apology, if you are doing this, then I don't want nothing to do with you, because that's not the type of people we are as a group of people. I mean, it's real easy. But the fact that Melody Shari won't even acknowledge the fact about her people doing stuff to other people, I don't know if she's thinking long term, possibly getting sued. But it's real easy to say, I don't know if you are, or because I have no, uh, defining information that my people are. But I'm just saying, moving forward from here on out, don't bother nobody. Say it however you want to say it, but it needs to be said because we all know it's some doggone millimeters. Because as soon as you say something bad about her, then folks who said something bad about Melody is being harassed in some type of way. So who else is it? I mean, girl, bye. It ain't like you ain't heard about it, especially when it's been brought on the show before. I mean, it was brought up last year when Miss Betty was arguing with her. I mean, it's not hard. Anyway, Melody is a liar, and I don't like it. She's just playing dumb. I know she's not dumb, but she's playing dumb for some reason. I don't know. She don't want to get sued. I don't know, but it ain't cute. It's really not cute, especially with them braids looking like that. But see, here I go, here I go, here I go, here I go. Anyway, so here comes Tisha bringing up the rear, calling out Latricia for her and Martel's so-called dealings since folks put stuff on the table and whatnot. Girl, Tisha, bye. You drinking too much and it wasn't the right time. Y'all should have had that conversation in private, but not in front of the whole group because it's really not that serious. Like now, first of all, don't nobody believe that nothing happened. Semicolon, however, comma. It's real shady, grimy, and greasy when you lie about it. First of all, the truth don't need to be lied about. And from Latricia's mouth, the way it was presented to her was that there was something going on. So she wanted to say she never even went over there to make people think that something did go on. Girl, bye. You too old for this. You too old for this. You got at least 2 kids, I believe, maybe 3 that you got to help raise with whatever father daddy figures over there. Because girl, she got 2 of them, the real one and the one and the incoming. So again, it's not cute to be lying about something. Just say it and move on. Live in your truth. Live in the truth. And that's one thing I want to address. When people say I'm telling my truth, how about you tell the truth? Just say what it is, because if you did it, then you need to stand up in it, 10 toes down, and let it go. I don't know, maybe because I'm good and grown, I'm expecting other people to be good and grown when I see that they look like they good and grown. I don't know. Hey, it is what it is. But what got these notes going on, child? Where am I? I want to make sure I ain't in the wrong spot. So yeah, what about it? So yeah, Latricia admits, she lied about it because Stormi called her out. Stormi was like, wait a minute, when me, you, and Destiny was at the gym, you adamantly said no, but now you're saying, yeah, you lied? Girl, see, that's why everybody's looking at her like, girl, bye. You probably lying about everything else because we're going to find out later that you told the truth about something. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Child, listen, she's so used to, she lied to her family about being in a relationship. She done lied to her husband about her boyfriend. She done lied to her boyfriend about her husband. She done lied to her boyfriend about a co-worker. I mean, girl, it's too many lies associated with you. It's too many lies associated with Latricia. And I don't give a doggone what else happened. She lying. Anyway, so after all that conversation about Latricia and Martel that Tisha brought up, Mel interrupts and pretty much sound real bothered. I can tell when she sounds bothered. This is one thing that she does when she's ticked off. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'm just gonna say when I heard her do that thing, I know she's ticked off. But she tried to play it off like she wasn't bothered. And we just gonna talk monotone. And I'm just gonna say this. I'm pretending to be Melody Shari. At the end of the day, it's really, just about us being who we are as people. And I'm just going to live in my truth and I'm just gonna roll with the punches. And girl, bye, get out of here, go on somewhere, and girl, start telling the truth that you are still hurt by your ex-husband. Just because you ended the marriage don't mean that you stopped loving that man. Yeah, he's done things that really, turn you all the way off, but you probably still have love for that man. I could be mistaken. I don't think I am, but I really do believe that she still has feelings for Martel. That's the one conversation that she had to interrupt and give a spiel about being bigger than. Girl, bye, get out of here. So what else going on? So the next day, Stormi and Latrice uh, about to leave early because they got some family business to take care of. And they're saying they first meet up with, who is out there? Kimmi, Destiny, and Tisha. So they, pretty much say their goodbyes, leave out the house, and didn't tell nobody else they was leaving. So then we see Tisha and Kimmi in the pool, probably peeing in the pool. And then Melody Shari walks over, hey, y'all want to get in the pool? And so she get in, put her coins in the pool, child, put her billions in there too, and them crusty heels. And pretty much, was talking greasy about, as she often does, talking greasy about how Stormi is delusional. And pretty much she said she shut down during that time so she wouldn't say something wrong. Yeah, girl, because she was embarrassed by that talk, by all that stuff Latricia was saying. And I want to know, where was Martel? Now, I remember season 8, that Latricia said that Martel kept talking about Melody and how they were still married and how, things weren't good. So apparently, um, where was Martel living? I thought he was at their house, and perhaps Melody and the kids weren't there, and that's where Latricia ended up at, because he hadn't received any divorce papers at that time that Latricia and him was kicking it. So I'm just real curious to know, just curiosity. Did she come to Melody Shari's house, or was he living on his own at the time? I don't know, but that's a case I need solved. What else was going on? Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, So yeah, Mel was really uneasy by Destiny sitting next to Mel at dinner. But I mean, again, if you got something to say it. Just, I don't understand why that's so uneasy to feel, because I mean, you hugged the girl earlier, you let her know we gonna talk, you doing all this lovey-dovey petting and carrying on, but you still, what, it's still fuck Destiny? Is that what it is? I guess. I don't know. It's too much wishy-washy going on. I need to know from the gate where we stand so I know what to do and what not to say. I gotta sit by you, but again, it's obvious Destiny is showing that she's willing to try, but Melody Shari wants to make a mockery of it and try and embarrass Destiny. Again, what does Destiny? Oh, okay. I think I know. When Destiny pretty much called her mama a hoe, and Melody was the pimp. Okay, I get it. But still, you gotta, set your boundaries and say, oh, no. I want to talk to you during dinner. Do you mind, Destiny? But I mean, play it off. Just don't sit there and just accept something that makes you uncomfortable on your trip that you paid for. Hello. Anyway, what else is going on with my notes? That's pretty much it about that part. And then Kimmi said to Tisha not to bring it up because Melody was wondering, about that whole conversation with Latricia. Um, and then Tisha just smoothed over what Kimmi said and just went right into conversation about how Melody felt about that whole conversation. Um, Y'all, it is what it is. Melody is Melody, and she gonna do what she got to do to protect her brand, protect her feelings, and she gonna be like she said, she gonna be mute and cute while she's pondering over things so that she can make up a decision later instead of trying to sort out the things then and maybe going off because she says she don't want to say nothing wrong, meaning she don't want to embarrass herself because she still got feelings for that man. That's what I think. What else happened, child? Um. Oh, so Melody pretty much said that Latricia's a liar because since day one, since meeting her, it's been a whole lot of you know unclear things. Just like Shanita said, Latricia is unclear, and well, Shanita said she's sure that she has sex with Martel. That's what Shanita said, but Mel kind of going on and on about Stormi and Latricia was a little bothering for her. I think that she's really bothered by that. And she kind of made a dig at them by saying because they didn't say goodbye, it's a character flaw as far as them being raised and not knowing how to say goodbye to somebody. You know, what else is going on? Melody Shari, this is supposed to be a trip for you to have fun. And I wouldn't even get if something bothered me to that point, I wouldn't give it no more than what it gave at the time. And I'm gonna do something else to distract and have fun and just live in the moment. Girl, you are bothered and it shows. But you're trying to play like it's not bothering you. But it's bothering you. It's bothering you. It's bothering you. Child, so they on the yacht and they just cruising, listening to all kind of stuff, trying to have a good time. And after Shanita called out Latricia for being unclear and just a mess and sleeping with Martel, according to Shanita, Nell asked Destiny if she talked to Lance because they've been kind of googly eyed after each other. Now, Destiny didn't admit to anything, but Nell just kept on and on about how they're kind of, an item, but not really an item. But he just got out of a marriage, so he ain't ready to be settling down. So she cool if Destiny and him was kicking it, fucking. Look, we grown. Ain't no kids around here. We grown. But Mel changed the subject to Tisha, and then Tisha started talking about, how her daughter called her, checking on her and everything. Excuse me, that didn't last long because Nell then asked IMAX, Sunny, if she has kids. Since the kid came in and stuff, she's talking about her kid Lance and Tisha talking about her daughter. And then Mel asked IMAX Sunny if she has kids. And it kind of bothered people. Tisha in her confession was like, girl, read the room. Ain't nobody trying to ask her that. And just dig, further into Destiny. And then in the confessional, Sunny was like, I don't want to, dig too far into this girl's pain, but it is my life and it is what it is. So I'm going to answer the question, girl. So pretty much she's still going through IVF. But now somebody's saying, like, currently now, somebody said that they saw her with a pudge in her stomach. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, good for her then. But her man in jail for another what? Let's see, he got 11 months from August. So what is that, July? Because 12 months June. Because a year would be July, right? So he gonna get out in June of 2025. And you pregnant now? Girl, you gonna have that baby before he get here? If you are, karma, karma, karma. All right, then what else happened? The male chimes in because she don't want to hear no conversations about IVF, and this, even though she did ask her about the IVF, is it painful? Well, everybody knows it's painful because you got to get shots, to spruce up your egg count and all this, that, and the third, and get your hormones in line and in order for everything to happen. Since it's not happening naturally, you want to create an environment within your body system so that the embryo can, attach and survive and grow. So you got to do all this artificial stuff, this GMO stuff, to get a natural baby. It sounds kind of crazy, when we say it like that. But yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. What else is going on, child? Then Mel asked the ladies for one word describing their time on vacation. And when when it was time for Tisha to say it, Tisha said growthful. Now, in the confessional, Mel was clowning Tisha, laughing, swaying from side to side, just bent over belly laughing, talking about she never use that word. Anybody in her family, no one around her ever use that word, especially her mama. Now I know for a fact, as soon as sure enough Miss Wanda hear that, she gonna do a live. I'll be right there listening. Ooh, wait till sure enough Wanda hear about this. Growthful, child. I guess. Anyway, so then we see the fellas hanging out, and Martel trying to see if Jason, meaning Moses, because we found out Moses' real name is Jason off of his rap sheet because he's doing time in St. Louis for a probation violation, which means he gonna do 11 months, and I guess he couldn't get off, or he couldn't sway the judge in some type of way. So he gonna do time in St. Louis for 11 months starting in August. And like I said, Moses' real name is Jayson. I forgot his last name, but all we need to know is his first name. Anyway, so Martel is trying to see if Jason still wants Destiny. You know, guys do cracking jokes. Oh, both your women on the trip. Ha ha ha. He was like, nah. And then in the conversation, Jason would talking about Destiny and accidentally say Sunni, or he talking about his wife and then accidentally say Destiny's name. And they just trying to man, listen, and then he kind of admitted that he was playing, Destiny at the time. So, he finds fault for that, but he really don't say much else, right? So Jason heard that from his wife, was getting pressed. And then he said, especially from your wife, meaning Ken, but Ken ain't got no wife. And then Ken said something strange in the conversation that he has been involved with multiple married women, like at different times. And I'm like, why do you keep getting involved with married women? And again, I really wish people would wait till the judge signs on the dotted line before they go humping folks, because it's going to create issues. Anyway, so then Marcel Messy behind brought up Latricia and Martel training situation and how Martel contacted her via DM, and Ken had to throw it in there. Where this was before me, so it is what it is. Y'all can say what you got to say. And then so pretty much Martel got kind of huffy and puffy, talking about, well, I'm a man, and if I like something, I'm gonna say it, and that's what men do. And she was good, she wasn't as fine as she is now, but I saw it and then nothing happened. I'm like, boy, ain't nobody pressing you to see if you like women or not. They just pressing you because you going through DMs while you married. Hello. But that ain't nothing new, because in the pool, Melody Shari told Kimmi and Destiny, listen, I divorced him for being a hoe. So it is what it is. I ain't concerned about him and what him and Latricia had going on back then. Yes, you are. But anyway, back to this thing with the fellas at the park. So Ken ain't pressed. He pretty much was explaining the situation between Martel and the training situation between Martel and Latricia. But why is he again? Ken is always explaining things on her behalf when she got a mouth. But the only person that was there was Martel. So if he ain't explaining it, why are you? And like you said, this was before your time. So why? What's it to you? Folks be in their feelings and don't want to be embarrassed. So yeah, what else going on, child? So the fellas, yeah, the fellas was just pressing Martel about Latricia and just trying to ignore him. Then Courtney's like, I'm sick of these dudes. I'm about to go. He got to go pick up his car that he was trying to buy last season. And so Marceau just pretty much keeps talking trash about, um, you know, Latricia and Martel, just trying to make a mockery of it. And of course, his brother Maurice chiming in. And it was just a bunch of foolishness. But y'all, that was it, y'all. That was Love and Marriage Huntsville, season 9, episode 2. And let me tell you this, I'm about to hang it up. I thank you for tuning in. Please come back again. Please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and share. You know, the whole spiel thing that we say. And I will check you guys later. Bye.